No.
No, that's one way to do it.
Hello, everybody. My name is Sherlock614, and welcome back to episode 7 of the Blue Streak podcast. We haven't been here for the past couple of weeks, and you will notice that this isn't at our normal time. I guess we should go around the room explaining why. Let's start with me. I got a job that was awful, and then I quit it, and then school started. What about you, Steven?
School started and the hours are very abysmal. And as soon as it turns 12 on the weekends, I literally die, and thus I sleep.
What about you, Jazz?
Um, God damn it. Honestly, just school.
Yeah.
And I was busy
It's
last weekend with a very specific thing we'll talk about later.
You'll notice that Brandon, our official host, isn't here today, but we got a very special guest. He hasn't really been on the show before. His name is Ryan.
Wow. The Blue Streak podcast? I never thought that my YouTube career would make it here. I'm flattered to be. This is my first time on a podcast ever. Hello everyone. Yeah, I'm back for like one episode, lol.
Yeah, what happened to you?
So
you moved to Greenland, remember?
I'm in Greenland now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am now in Greenland. So yeah. Like, the time zones are a little funky, you know, they're a little wacky, uncharacteristic even. So yeah.
Anyways, we haven't done this in a while, so I kind of forgot. What is this? This is a podcast that we do sometimes. Not always. We used to do it every week, and then shit got in the way. But let's go on to the Railfan experience. Ryan, what have you done?
Well, because of my recent thing, I haven't been anywhere, so I've been working on a route. That's a conceptual map.
Well, actually, let me actually get it up first.
Yeah, let's look at the thing that you were looking at. So.
All right.
So this map is made of courtesy of Rockman1445. First, you may remember him from the Fictional Discussion podcast, which I need to go listen to. But he currently I'm working on a not really accurate, but sort of like a fantasy take on Waterbury, Connecticut, aka
the dirty water.
Yeah, aka
they have a clock tower there.
Yeah. Yep. So we're I'm working on that. So maybe it's a release to a special site. Who knows? Well, by special site I mean CPR works.
No, special site means the terminal.
Oh yeah, the terminal. Yeah, coming soon. Yeah, no.
Oh my god.
Let's not talk about that. The copyright incident.
Let's not get straight today, folks.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. The second thing is, Mr. Steven, you've done a thing.
Oh yeah. So came home on Friday. I was like, "Go take a shower. You stink." I'm like, "Okay, Dad." So I go take a shower. Go in my room. And I'm like, "Oh, there is a fucking bookshelf in my room now," because Dad has disassembled the living room, because Dad loves to just move everything just like once a week or something. So like the house is never like the same. So I go in here, I'm like, "Dude, it's fucking rocks," and I sort it out. I spent like a day like organizing all my books and shit.
I have all of these photos.
Some of my personal favorites, magazines I own. Yeah, it's just good shit. It feels good to have all your stuff like on a shelf besides instead of being on the floor. Yeah.
Anything you want to say about any of these?
Oh, I think I have that issue of the Rock
Island's
Island
based,
thing.
Buffalo Creek and Gauley's based, and so is the Greenville Northern.
Yeah, look, Greenville Northern. Here's some.
I think I have that issues of classic trains of the Rock Island, Steven.
It's really good.
It is really good.
150 years of the greatest railroad ever.
Yes.
Here's a bunch of random stuff. What's the deal with all these model railroad craftsmen?
Okay, so 1 second. I need to wash my hand, but stay.
Steven? Oh, Steven left. Hello, Southern Productions. Oh boy, it's the King Muppet, Ryan L. Yeah, he was the host. He was a co-host until he moved to Greenland, and now he can't be, but he's guest. Isn't that right, Ryan?
This is a factual, actual statement.
Oh.
Okay, let me explain this. This story is fucking hilarious. Okay.
Oh wait, no, I gotta
So-
finish up chat. Hello, Paul. What site? We don't know yet. And the Southern Productions, the shelf of baits.
Oh yeah. One more thing. If it might be a small chance that I just drop CPR Works and try and make my own site. Very small chance.
Bruh.
Jazz floor.
All right, let me speak.
Is the stream still up?
It's
No.
buffering.
What? Yeah, it's buffering.
My internet's already fucked up, and we're not even 5 minutes in.
Why is internet so bad for you, Michael?
I don't know, and it seems to be incredibly sporadic. Like, sometimes it works just fine. On my end, it still says we're going. Now we're back to excellent connection. I don't know what was going on there. Anyways, Steven,
Okay.
continue.
So as I was saying, the entire time I noticed 8 big ass blue ancient binders of model railroad craftsmen extending from 1932 all the way up to the 80s. I'm like, that's cool. I guess like someone just forgot them there. Comes to the very end of the meeting, one of the old men say, "There's a bunch of issues with model railroad craftsmen for free if anyone wants them." I'm like, "Oh, free magazines? Hell yes!" So mom picks me up. I'm lugging literally 8 big ass binders, which are like collectively taller than me, stacked up. And I just dumped them in the back of mom's car, and it takes the entire car. I say, "Mom, I'm having a library now." Yeah, and from that day on, I started collecting more and more books and magazines and shit. And now I finally have a library. It's great.
Yeah, let
Steven
me.
becomes an addict in other stories.
Oh, don't worry.
Yes,
I have another
monetization,
story.
everything.
Here's Jackson, the greatest being ever.
Oh, great. Yes, the
My
greatest
dog
song
is
of all
asleep by the
time.
magazines.
Jackson
That's
likes the
great.
magazines.
Jack, I highly suggest that Narragated and Shortline Gazette. A magazine is really cool for like Rio Grande stuff and modeling and shit.
Gaber?
There's also The Boys.
Oh yes, I got to display up all my HO scale models. They're very nice.
hot.
They're very.
Anything
With the G-Minot
else
lads.
interesting? No.
Those 2 Seaboard Coastline timetables were the last ever issue before Amtrak, and when I went to the Ocala Club about 4 years ago, like, have these, kid, because you're so cool. I'm like, thank you.
Intercity trains shown here and effective May 1st, 1971 will be operated by the Seaboard Coastline Railroad under contract for the National Railroad Passenger Corporation. Neat.
That's cool.
Yes, they're really
Paul
cool.
says his dad brought home fried chicken. He's gotta go. Alright, bye, Paul. See you in like 2 years.
Hey, Spy.
Oh,
alright.
Paul, it's a shame.
So, anyways, this inspired me because I have a bookshelf, right?
No.
Yeah, I do. I have a
No.
bookshelf, and I've had this for a while. Like, generally, I'll talk about like these books up here. Generally, these are all organized, right? These have been organized because they're the most visible. But everything in here has been a complete and utter disaster. Like, it's just been all unorganized and whatnot. So I don't have any pictures of the organization process, but I organized all of my maps, all of my timetables, all of my magazines. I have, like, collectively 2 of these drawers. Like, this pair of drawer right here, that's just full of Railfan and Railroad. This is just full of trains. Like, I have 3 big binders full of Model Railroader. There's a lot in here. And that's what I did. Obviously, on the top of my shelf, there's Chipper. He's real.
Jibber.
Cotton Belt Boxcar, because based. And then this, which is also based. Howard Fogg. C-130 Hercules. And my SPSF SD-45s, which I'm currently assembling an SD-45 army, because apparently all of the HO scale locomotives I want are apparently SD-45s or some variation. And a Chesapeake and Ohio map, so that's great. And while digging through...
Billy!
Oh my god! Holy fucking shit!
I found an edition of Railfan and Railroad all about the X200. This is from, like, 1993, and on the cover is a picture of Bill Clinton Amtrak hat with, like, his thumb up. Don't stick that anywhere. Interesting, Bill. Yeah. Anyways, so other things that I did, I went to the Northern Virginia Model Railroaders Club. Now, I am not a member. However, they are finally accepting applications again, so I went as a guest with my friend Jimmy, who's been on the podcast before as a guest.
Oh, cone.
And-
Snow cone.
Yeah, basically, I don't have the only DCC because all my HO scale locomotives are, because I'm an O scale, are DCC ready. Except this one Frisco GP35 and the Illinois Central Gulf boxcar, obviously, because that comes everywhere I go. I bought it in Folkston.
Hopper.
Yeah, or grain hopper, and then a cotton belt boxcar, because of course. So I get there, I peek around the layout, right, and I tell Jamie I want to run a train, so he sets it up for me. And I decide that, let me get up a map of the Northern Virginia Model Railroaders Club, and I can explain this. Northern Virginia Model Railroaders map. So I start out in Washington. Here's. I know there's a much better one from Trains Magazine from Model Railroader, but let's get this up, right? So this is the Northern Virginia Model Railroaders Club.
Oh wow.
So I start out in staging, which is right here, under here, Washington, and I come out here into the yard and whatnot, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. And then I decide that I want to go up, and I want to go and switch some various industries. So I go up here, I come through, the next town is Majolica, I pick up a boxcar there, I go from Majolica into Statesville, where I switch out some cars in some of these industries, go through Statesville, I pass Clinch Cross on the old Clinchfield Railroad, and then I go up to Old Fort. Now, in Old Fort, on this massive siding, there are 2 trains with no locomotives that are parked at Old Fort. So I couple them back up, and I eventually bring them back down to Spencer Yard, dropping off some stuff at the Clinchfield interchange, dropping off cars in Statesville and whatnot. Now, I would have gone all the way up through Ashcrest, Swannanoa, and Asheville. However, as it currently stands, Asheville is more or less just a staging yard. However, they're actually scenicking it, which is rather nice. So here's my train when I finally got back to the main yard to Statesville and whatnot. So that was really fun. I'm definitely going to join. I also took I don't have any pictures. I didn't take that many pictures. I took Jimmy's GP9 up to the first town out of Asheville, which is Majolica, and I went on the interurban. Because there was a massive cut of freight cars just parked on the interurban, so I went and caught those and brought them back to the yard. I would have caught this stretch of cars right over here, but unfortunately, I ran out of time and had to leave. But I did end up eventually parking my Frisco unit in the little engine shed right over here, and here's just a picture of it. He's kind of lost, as you can see. A Frisco locomotive in western North Carolina is a bit odd.
Oh, I love those models of the Southern Lads, though. That's really nice.
Yeah. Oh, what else did I find? Original Washington and Ohio logo right there.
Oh, based.
Yeah. And then in the used section, I found this gem. Minnesota Northern, I assume. And notice how on one side the logo's over here, but on the other side the logo...
Western.
Yeah, and then I realized this looks familiar.
Yeah!
Fun fact about this.
Western.
Fun fact about this logo: Norfolk and Western paid a company $1 million to come up with that.
$1 million.
Yep.
I mean, it's worth every penny.
Yeah.
That's a $1 million logo right there.
Yeah, but
oh my god.
I have my application. I'm going to. The meeting that you have to go to if you want to join is the second Tuesday of every month. So I'm gonna go in about 2-3 weeks time and actually officially join. Well, begin to join and whatnot, and I'll be able to go to the based layout. So that's fun.
Well, I
That's
mean,
great.
Michael, remember to count your blessings and thank God that it's not falling apart.
Yeah, they continuously update this layout. Anyways, that's my stuff for the week. Jack, you went to the Victorian Roundup.
I did. So they originally were going to do this last year, but last year was last year, so reschedule a little bit, and it happened this year. So basically, is that what they wanted to do is put on a really good, a good show for the 50th anniversary of the Cooper Scenic Railroad, since 50 years is a big deal. So yes. So so they got out their own engine, the 168 at 460, built in the 1890s, I believe, and it was already dressed up like all Victorian-ish, so that's good. Another locomotive. Beer
Yes.
Grand number 425. It's dressed up all old and stuff. And two visiting locomotives. The ones you see here are the Eureka Palisades number 4, also known as the Eureka, and the the Carson, Tahoe, Fleming, and something lumber number 1, the Glenbrook. These are both Bolton standards built in 1875. They're just some of the coolest engines I've ever chased in my life. They're just, I don't know how to say it. They're just so fucking cool because like you never know, you never think you'd be chasing two late 19th century Baldwin standards of the Cumbres and Toltec Scenic Railroad, but I did anyway. So, but it was really cool. I got to chase them all the way up to Cresca. It was nice. There's a lot of people there because pretty big deal and all. They look cool. It was funny. It was
If you
windy.
don't want me to
also,
share any specific photos,
you could just go through all of them. It's fine.
yeah.
Here they are. The escort. Here they are. The water tower. This is where the train stalled. Like, because they were planning on going all the top to the pass, but the trains couldn't. It couldn't make the grade. So they sad.
Didn't like Eureka's like blower just die?
Yes, it did, and they started like rapidly losing steam pressure on it. So yeah, that happened, and they were running severely low on wood. So yeah, I went up to Cumbre, saw the wreck of their train. So yeah, there it is. And chased them going downhill somewhat. I only got up like at the S curve. They were going stupidly slow, so I went back to Chaba. And I saw this lad, the 168. It was built in 1890 something, I forgot. It was pretty cool seeing it in front of the original Chaba, New Mexico tower, Coley Tower. And here's some of the engines that normally run there. That's 44 other shops. And here's more Eureka. And here's some, like, the only decent night shot I got of the 435. It had a massive fucking headlight because that's the 1800s, I guess. So yeah.
These two next to each other with the flange in the background.
Yes. Actually, that's a yeah. Wait, yeah, it is. I'm stupid. Yeah, they were on display for that day. The second day I was there, I chased the regular passenger train with one of the massive Mikados that they run there because Rio Grande narrow gauge is like the greatest narrow gauge ever. It was pretty epic chasing this thing as usual because it's fun. It's a classic thing to do. I always recommend it. It was epic. It was loud.
That's a neat shot.
Well, thank you.
I like how the locomotive is partially obscured by the trees.
That was the point, I think.
Dalton.
Again, yes. That's
Tower,
the Cresco water tank. They were working hard there. This is like right at the pass. I had to walk along the tracks for this shot. This is out in the middle of nowhere, really.
That's the final photo. What's that back there? Oh, it's a speeder.
That's basically fire patrol. It's a high risk of wildfires happening out there because it's a lot drier climate compared to being east of the Mississippi River. So
yeah.
aren't no that they're coal fired? Yeah, I forgot.
But on the contrary, Ryan, they did convert one of their locomotives to burn oil just to be safe. But
aren't like isn't Durango and Silverton going to convert all of their engines to oils?
Reportedly, not all of them. They have converted all of them, but 476, 41, and 46. The others have been converted to oil. The CNTS, they converted 49 just to be, I guess, safe, but which is ironic as hell though because they hate it now. It runs like shit after they converted it to oil. Like either they didn't do it very well, or they just don't know what the fuck they're doing. But they hate running 49 now because they prefer being coal fired or something like that. I don't know, but yeah.
I mean,
putting a lot of money into that.
Yeah, it is true. I mean, honestly,
what would you give your tourist railroad review, Jack, of the Cumbres?
I would give the Cumbres and Toltec an 11 out of 10. This is like the greatest tourist railroad out in the world. I would go as far to say that this is the greatest tourist railroad, the greatest railroad ever. They know how to put on a scenic railroad experience because it's 64 miles. It's narrow gauge. It's fucking beautiful out there. It's like the most beautiful scenery I've seen in my life. It's the highest scenic railroad in the world, I believe, or in America. I don't know about the world, but the highest in America and the longest in America. So I give this rare like 5 stars. It's just the greatest. It's the best of the best. If you want to have the best CD rare experience, come to the Coop Race Toltec. It is so. It's just great.
Anyone else done
Everyone
anything
please-
else, or?
Hold on, I just gotta say this. Everyone, please note the Jack Floor is not actually sponsored by the Cumbres and Toltec.
I just love it so much. It's just great. I love it.
Yeah, it's really cool. Actually, Jack, I can show a bit of your video if you want.
Go for it.
Yeah.
However, if anyone wants to sponsor us, we will gladly say your product name every 2
And
minutes.
Paul McClure has just subscribed to me on YouTube, so.
Oh, fun. Please go away, ad.
We don't endorse.
I love that picture, Jack,
ad.
that Ryan has. Ryan, on my closet.
Yeah. There they go. If you want to talk about like some of these shots and whatnot. Jack.
This is at Lake Lobato. There's a huge photo line here. I tried to get like the better shot, but I had to do this because there's just so many people. I can set a photo later, but massive photo line here. I love how short the contest is too, but those two coaches are apparently historic or something. Also, if you notice the flicker in the Eureka's headlight, it apparently had an LED. I don't know why. It's weird. There's the 455 rescuing the Eureka and the Glenbrook. This is how slow they were going downhill.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That looks rather neat. Imagine if you like upped that thing to standard gauge. That looks so stupid.
Oh man. They actually considered making the San Juan extension standard gauge at some point in like the 50s, but they're like, nah, it'll ruin the railroad, so we'll just keep it how it is.
That's neat. Look how slow they're going.
I know.
2 minutes per minute.
Yeah.
2 centuries per hour.
Honestly, though, it was so cool seeing those things, though.
I'd love
Centuries
to have gone out and seen these things, but I'm in Virginia.
I'm in Florida.
Ryan's in Greenland.
I'm across water.
Across the border by
I mean, hey Ryan, you can go see all those Greenlandic trains. They're like a mile from your house.
Electric light orgasm? Dude.
Hell yeah.
Steven, please.
Excuse me, what?
Steven, I beg you.
Yeah, this is Jack's video of the Victorian Roundup. I'm gonna post it in chat if you want to see it.
Watch it or else you're fired.
Yeah.
This is your assigned homework. Everyone, please take notes and be ready to share what you saw in class.
Please take notes and be charming.
Be charming. Oh, I posted it twice.
Be charming.
Be charming.
If you're not charming, then we're gonna have to kick you out of the class. We're sorry, folks.
Yep. Anyone? Now we don't have a guest. We don't have a discussion. I guess confessions. Like I guess that's what Steve, Ryan, and probably shouldn't show that. That's what you guys told me to title it as.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think tonight, instead of having a tried and true discussion topic, I think I think we should just talk. Talk about just because whatever, So and just like it's what is it? It's a late night. What is it? It's a Saturday night. At least for me, it's a Saturday night in. It's like nearly 10:30. By all means, I should the movies would say I should be outside partying, but no, it's a Saturday night in, and I'm on a podcast talking about choo-choos. So we're just going to talk about just stuff. I'll start off and say that I have a video idea in the works.
I mean, I have a video. I have 2 or 3. I have an idea for a short series, and I have an idea for a documentary video, but they both have nothing to do for trains. Actually, I do have another idea for one, but it has something to do with trains. I actually wrote out the script 90% of the way, but...
What is it?
About the Norfolk Southern Newcastle District. Basically, Norfolk and Western pieced together a bunch of half-abandoned branch lines to form a connection from Cincinnati to Chicago.
Oh, so sort of like the original idea for generic lines.
Base.
Yeah.
What's the Georgia and Florida Part 1?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it's fucking based.
Wait, Ryan.
No. Yes.
Let's do a tourist railroad review. I think that would be funny.
And doing
Okay.
it-
Okay, Tourist Railroad Review. Okay, you know what we're going to talk about? Discussion topic. Discussion
Review.
topic. Today we are going to be talking about, now, Stephen knows this quite well. But Michael, there's one image I want you to put on, and it's this one.
All right, I can do that. You haven't
We're
sent
going to be
it.
talking about.
No, Jack knows
God.
about this too. Jack knows about this because of a certain person, the train chamber Discord, whose name I might start with an S.
We're going to be
I have
talking
no
about.
idea what this is.
Look, we're going to be talking about the Wawa in Concordville.
Oh God.
That
We're
the
going to
gross
be.
is like the convenience store and like
No.
grapes.
Here's the thing. This is quite possibly as 70s tourist railroad as you're gonna get.
Ah, how so?
I'd like to hand this over to my associate Stephen.
So, I'm pretty sure this was a branch line of the PR on one of their ungodly spiderweb networks around Philadelphia. And there's a borough called Wawa and a borough called Concordville. This guy's like, whoa. S-160, painted blue. Originally, they wanted a big ass logging mallee at one point, but
What?
they couldn't acquire it.
What?
I think it's one of the Black Hill Central, isn't it, Jack?
Big ass logging valley. Is it like 110, 108?
I think it's the big ass one that's blue now.
Well, there's two of
With the
them.
blue
There's
boiler.
108,
Come on, Jack,
110.
you know.
It's 110 or
right?
108. They're both the same.
Fine, well, it was one of them, but it was this big ass logging mallee, and they couldn't get that, so they settled for this little dinky S100. There's like some mine or something. Because back then your tourist line needed to be western themed, no one would go to it because little Billy wants to play cowboys and Indians with moving trains. How fun! And yeah, it literally lasted for 2 years. A washout came because of Agnes, Hurricane Agnes, which really fucked over a lot of the old PRR web around Philadelphia.
Or just the Northeast in general.
Yeah, but especially that area in PA, and yeah, it never recovered. And the S100 ended up on the Queen Anne's Railway in Maryland.
Oh yeah,
Well, actually-
that thing.
Actually, that is a different story because there is a video of number 3, like absolutely just dying, hauling like 12 Pullmans.
Post, I want to
And
see
it's,
that actually.
it's Delmarva. It's flat
Yeah,
as
it's
hell.
Delmarva.
Hold
Queen
up.
Anne's Railroad. No. You guys.
According to my grandma, Delmarva is the Florida of the world.
No, like there is.
The
it is like
Florida of the world.
it's kind of scary, like what they exactly did, because it's the Queen Anne's Railroad. Where is
Yeah, it fell flat on its face because it's in Delmarva. And who wanted to go to Delmarva? Nobody.
There's
It's
been like
John Lennon
multiple
thing.
attempts.
No, there still is. There still talks about this middle of nowhere PRR branch, literally in the middle of Delmarva. There's been so many talk about a tourist railroad in Delmarva, but none of them ever really took shape.
Yeah.
Oh no, Michael, rest in peace. But what's it? The Seacoast, the
The
Cape
Bay Coast
Coast
Railroad. Yep, rip.
It's Bay Coast. Rest in peace, our boy, the Bay Coast.
So I mean, like there is. For the love of God,
I'm reading the Wikipedia page about the Wawa in Concordsville. During the 1968 season, several homeowners along Polecat Road near Concordsville complained of the noise and smell of steam locomotives. They then pressured current landlord Penn Central, who opted not to renew the WNC's lease in 1968. They continued to renegotiate a lease after they were forced to hold operations. Yep. Flash flood in 1971, Hurricane Anne just severely damaged the line. Penn Central decided to remove it from service, not having the funds for repairs. At the time, 12 freight cars were moved on the line. I'm sharing footage of the Queen Anne's Railroad right now.
I'm looking. Apparently, number 3. Okay, so I'm looking here. I think after the Wawa in Concordville, but before the Queen's Anne Railroad, it ended up on the Wilmington and Western.
Ah, some are actually good. Apparently, there's a Wawa and Concordsville Historical Society.
Yeah, because of course the blue tank engine deserves it the most.
They also, sorry to interrupt, but they also had another locomotive, the
Like a 282T, right?
Yeah, a 282T that also ran at the Wilmington Western. There's videos of it running in like 1991, I
And
believe.
has like an aux tender, right? And it's like
Yeah,
weird.
it's so great.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's currently at Strasbourg of all places.
Yeah, it's dying in Strasbourg because like Strasbourg doesn't care about anything really.
What?
Well, no,
The only
here's the
there
thing.
was Thomas and
But-
611.
Well,
It's
actually, no.
Thomas and the big
Actually,
thing.
Strasbourg has an interesting policy where, like, they will rebuild your engine. However, they get to loan it for 40 years.
What?
That's the most Strasbourg thing I can think of.
I
Also,
know.
what is this? Like, I'm looking on the
What is what?
Facebook page, and I've been sharing my screen so people can see this. Is this where it is now?
Yeah, oh, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it.
No, it's currently it's on display in Ocean City, like
Yep.
somewhere.
Stephen Hawley says he might have an image of the logging mallet.
Yes.
Here, send it
I
to
mean,
me.
I mean, here's the thing, like
That's my
that-
Discord, and just
I
send
mean,
it, and I'll bring it up on the
so-
stream.
so like the thing is that the Wawa in Concordville
Like a
is like one
British
of those
coach?
tours.
What?
Oh, I'd imagine. Hold on, let me see.
No, it's
That-
not. It's like
That's a New Haven thing.
that's an Uzgold Bradley coach. The Cotton Belt had some of these.
I was going to say like no.
It's in Ocean View, Delaware, apparently.
Yeah, because yeah, but no. So like that, like Gettysburg
It's a
before
brass model on eBay.
what of what? Mm? No, honestly, Michael. You know what should happen.
What?
You know how you sold me your S100?
Yeah.
What if I just send it to like a professional person and ask them to make Wawa and Concord?
Oh, it's Eastbound and Down. It's the gamer. This isn't the logging mallet, but it's 30.
Oh yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
30.
logging kit too.
That's Muppet.
That's
That's
Muppet
Strasbourg now, dying.
McMuppito. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, actually, yeah. So like the Wawa in Concordville.
the most 70s thing ever.
No, it
Really?
is blessed. It is blessed. We need to preserve it with our life.
Hey,
And
Right?
yes.
Check meme heck.
All right, we'll do.
Lemons.
Fuck.
Oh, that's right. This boxcar. Yeah, I made that, and then Nicholas Clemens like yelled at me. It was great.
Oh, that's a confession.
Okay, now being
right
back
there.
on topic.
I don't think there isn't a set topic. We're just going off about random nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I have
He's
another
Found It Down
Twitter.
sent me a quote about this thing.
Oh.
Quote, one of the most unusual choices for motive power for a steam excursion line, Pacific Lumber 282T37 from a logging line in California, is seen as the Wawa in Concordsville Railroad in Wawa, Pennsylvania, September 1967, long before the name became synonymous with the convenience store food chain. That's a sentence.
Oh yeah.
The 1925 product of Alco Brooks would later end up, along with WNC's sister 060T number 3, on the Wilmington and Western in the 1980s, and then was recently sold to a California group and is currently under long-term repair at the Strasbourg Railroad.
They say that, but it's the Strasburglers.
This is the most
Elston.
bizarre-looking tank engine I've ever seen.
I mean, it's yeah, but it's like a logging thing, so like
I mean, Northern California.
Well,
I
I'll
guess
tell
this
you
makes
what.
sense.
It could be worse. Like it could be worse. Like at least they didn't put it in like the fucking balloon stack and like red. Like they didn't dress it up. Because okay, that's something. Every tourist railroad in the 70s painted their engines up like the most ungodly color palette imaginable.
Yeah.
Consider.
Like everything had to have like white handrails, not white, like yeah, white handrails or yellow handrails. Like the boiler had to be purple, and if it wasn't, then like a parent was going to riot. Like it was.
It had to be. Steven, what's the 040 down in Florida?
Which one?
The
Oh,
one
the
that's
one that's Zephyr
orange.
Hills.
The Zephyr
Is
Hills.
it Zephyr Hills?
Yeah. Just type in Lowry Park Choo Choo, and you'll see a whole fucking history about it.
Great.
The Lowry
Lowry Park Choo Choo. No, Lowry, like
Lowry.
no, LOWRY.
L-
There
There it is. I see it.
There it is.
Oh.
The Zephyr Hills Express.
I love
Fun
how they
fact:
gave this
that thing was donated to Florida Rare Museum for literally 2 days. Then they had to sell it for rent.
cool.
I
It was
mean,
actually the last steamers in operation in Florida, at a scrapyard in Tampa.
The
On
Lowry
Staten
Park
Island,
Choo Choo Train. What is this
This is where the
website?
Seaboard Airline Terminal was in Tampa.
Built by Vulcan Iron, the Lowry Park Choo Choo. Nice.
Vulcan, huh?
Yeah, it's a Vulcan thing.
Based.
3 Vulcans. Steel rails. I'm trying. Yeah, there's like an entire article on this one locomotive. It's a tank engine, but it didn't have a tender. Ford? For Florida
Yeah, it
Rare
did
Museum.
because it was like that.
what is it? That one. This gives me vibes like the Mariani, like the privately owned Disney choo choo, like at the park it ended up with.
Oh, that's
or whatever.
sad. It's just sitting on the side of the road. No one gives a shit about it.
No, no, that's perfect. We can steal it. Perfect.
It's dated
Here,
February
on the topic of
27th.
terrible appearances of railroads of the 70s, allow
Oh,
me to
Choo Choo
introduce
Trusts.
allow me
Oh,
to
Texas State.
introduce the Texas State Railroad in the 1970s.
Before
Oh.
the...
Look at the coaches. Look at the goddamn coaches.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
the
the
most,
coach
like...
the most. I hate the yellow and the red.
That's the most generic Western thing ever.
Well, the issue is that I don't know why, but well, actually, yeah, like for Western and like you need an initiation or something.
But
Dear God.
they still use like different motor power with those goddamn coaches. I hate these coaches so much.
Here's some more
like a million
photos.
times better in the red.
Well, like, I mean, and then like, and then they had to like pretend and what is
Jack,
it?
what's
Guy.
the status of the 462 there at Texas State?
It won't run.
It
Rip.
will run?
It won't.
Oh, I think it's a
They need-
boiler, right?
They need to build a brand new boiler for it if they want to run it.
Rip.
It's a
Yeah.
shame. It's a beautiful engine.
May I just
500 is great.
may I just say like the God among men of
Oh
tourist
yes,
railroads.
the Gettysburg.
Yeah, the beautiful. Ryan, do you want to
Gone
go over a
amongst
complete history of the
thieves.
Gettysburg Railroad?
If I remember correctly, literally the Gettysburg was
That's
so
another
Sloan
real
after-
70s thing. Paint the smoke box white.
Oh yeah, no, like 70s, like yeah, if what yeah, the bomb. So what happened was is that literally Sloan, after Penn Hills died, the do-it-yourself tourist railroad, he briefly moved to like a Conrail branch line called like the Blairsville in Indiana. But then like Conrail was like, we're gonna reactivate the line, screw you. So like he was suddenly in a panic, but then he realized, hold on, there's like some unused track in Gettysburg, so he moved everything there. He asked the owner of the motel 3254 was at, can I have your steam locomotive, please and thank you? Because at this point, like, what is it, 76 had been sort of screwed. Like
76 is wacky.
yeah, 76 had just like not been having a good day. And what is it? And I think like when did they get 38? That was a good question.
76, yes, Mississippian boy.
And
Yeah,
like
CD boy.
I think 38 was just like kind of not just good either. So they were just like, I'll have your Mikado, please. And so they got the big Canadian Mikado that didn't have anything bolted on. He reassembled it, ran it, realized it was too heavy, and then like bullied the new steam town in Pennsylvania. I like your G5s. Can I have one? They accidentally sell the one that Blount liked the most, 1278. And then like they told them, look, this thing has like one more year left in it. Why are you paying so much? It'll be fine. And then 5 years later of continuous running, it explodes and it's great.
He found a photo. Apparently, he's found a photo of WC-37 in 2016. It's in rough shape. Please send.
Oh, yeah, if you notice, look at the number plate on 1278. It's like a CN one.
Yeah. Jack,
It's
you
a
sound
funny
sick.
CN engine. I am sick!
Jeez.
And here's 38 being epic. And this is a great photo.
There's one disaster next to another.
Yeah!
Oh dear God, the Chessie Steam special. Oh.
Less
was
the
fucking cool.
Chessie Steam special, more Ross Roland.
Well, no. The issue with the Chessie Steam special was that, what was it? Firstly, 2101 nearly ran out of water on like Sand Patch.
Of course it would have.
2101 nearly ran out of water on Sandpatch because they they thought like ox tenders are for idiots. Like no, they thought that, and generally they had no idea how to properly maintain it, and so like
Oh, ouch. Sorry. Ryan.
and so like that's why the Chessie Steam special sort of just didn't go so well. But and then like Ross got his other, and then he got 614, which he just promptly screwed up.
Funny drinking.
Honestly, let's imagine this for a second now. I know this is going to be like this is a foamer dream moment, but what I think if CSX were to do anything with Steam, they'd probably do it with 2716, right?
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah, 2716 is iconic. It's because the CSX leans towards more of the CNO and BNO when it comes to their history. I don't know why. It's like they never really give attention to the SCL, the LNN. It's like when they always talk about themselves always with the CNO, the BNO, which makes sense. Both of those were extremely prestigious characters compared to the LNN or the Seaport Airline, but still, I think each railroad deserves a fair chance. But yes, I agree with Ryan. I think 2716 would be the most likely candidate.
Along the rails on WordPress.com. Oh.
Among us?
We found a right... This is a nice website.
I'll tell you. Oh, the based. Oh, yes.
What is
Crab
this?
Orchard okay, this is Crab Orchard and Ejection. This was like... Michael, you'd like this. It was on a former Illinois Central Gulf branch.
Oh,
and
you piqued my interest.
So what happened was, this was the last common carrier to use Steam in the U.S. There is photos of this locomotive hauling piggyback trailers.
Oh yes, because back then short lines were involved in intermodal because they thought you could run intermodal just like boxcars.
Hold on, let me see if I can find you a photo. Yes, Michael, you will love this. Look.
17 is wacky because it's also Canadian. You see, it has the Canadian.
They had their own trailers.
Michael, take a look. Take a look in what's its face.
I have a tank engine too.
Yeah, no, the tank. Yeah, there was that. Like, and then literally it was caught on camera. Like the dry pipe collapsed, and they're like,
that's when it died.
Yeah, the dry pipe collapsed, and like they were like, okay, fine. So this thing died. I mean, fun fact, Strasbourg was actually looking at number 17 along with 475. So there is an alternate universe out there where 475 is like left desolate and 17.
So 475 is left at Bood.
Yeah. Also, Blue and Scenic Valley wanted to restore the Crab Orchard and Egyptian ladder at one point. And then it was so fucking bad they said, let's just buy a brand new Chinese ladder instead, and they did.
Oh, bro.
It was almost restored like 40 times.
Okay, here's something that's coming to my head. Has like Strasbourg ever thought of like, because they have the money, have they ever thought of like buying other tourist railroads and forming like a tourist railroad holding company?
Michael,
I know they have.
They were looking at they were looking at Delmarva.
Oh,
yes, they were.
Really?
Yes, they were looking at Delmarva.
Between Snow Hill and Berlin.
Oh, and great, middle of nowhere.
I mean, there was that. What was it? Strasbourg's really been doing some interesting things lately. Have you guys seen that they're doing like the fucking acting trains now?
Acting
like where there's a
trains?
Story? Yes, there's a storyline now.
Okay, that's actually not to
that's
sound.
Cool.
That's
it's
actually
cool.
rather neat. I'm gonna be honest.
Get this. Get this. You do hope it Ivyland now uses TikTok.
What?
The new Hope at Ivyland, scenic railroad.
Excuse me.
Well, they're dead now. NCI got like 5 feet high and rising. It's so
they're fucked up too because
wait,
they got that.
Hold on, Flor.
Hold up, I'm going into incognito because I refuse to use TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. I want what?
Whose idea was this?
New Hope at Ivylands.
Wait, where
is it? New Hope in Ivyland hashtag on TikTok. 0 views. Oh, look. Trains are cool.
Oh well.
Sure.
Service alert! All passenger things are suspended. Jesus Christ, I wonder why. They got washed out severely. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Yeah. Ooh,
What's the
that's
plan?
neat.
Are they gonna rebuild, Jack, or are they just gonna?
I don't
Smash it.
know.
Because it's
I'm not
pretty
sure.
bad. It's really bad what happened.
It is pretty bad. They have money, so probably.
Let's see.
Oh god,
I
I
think
love
it's
that photo,
called
Michael.
for selling that they're sold Lino.
It's karma for scrapping that GE.
Yeah, it's karma for scrapping the BC and G 282, the ex Savannah and Atlanta lab.
That too, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was so hot. It was scrapped.
Isn't like Daniel at like the Wilmington Western rotting away or something like that?
No. Actually, yes, Daniel is CN92. Hold on.
Hold up.
Hold on, everyone. We're going on a brief JMPT tangent because remember on the original lore that like the original lore that
Here's-
Daniel was going to be part of a Delaware and Hudson Steam program.
Nope.
I remember the original lore was Daniel was gonna be a like quiet and whatnot, like a quiet reserved character, and then he became Daniel because Lincoln
And then he
showed
became
up.
Lincoln MLG.
Which that was for the better, honestly.
Yeah, because now he has like a personality.
It honestly looked pretty cool when it ran on
Eastbound and
WW.
Down says one of these days I will be on the podcast. Like,
You are more than welcome.
Next podcast, do it. Come on.
or just now. He could be our special guest other than
No,
Ryan.
no.
Last minute special guest.
No, do it wisely.
Alright, yeah, next week. I don't know. Who knows?
So
this is Daniel right now. Rotting away.
Here's how it looked when it ran on the Wilmington Western.
Yep. How it was, how it is.
Yeah.
how it started, how it's going. That it just occurred to me, like, what is it? What is it? There's been like 3 E10As that's run in like the United States.
Yep. Right? 89, 92, 91.
Yeah.
What's 91?
The
Milk and Honey.
Milk and Honey line. The middle time. That's fine.
Hold on. I'm
It's
trying
still
to
going.
think. There
The
was
stream is still going.
what is it? Okay, so fun fact. Monticello, the Monticello Museum. That was actually
Monticello.
Monticello,
yeah, where a 401 is now.
yeah.
587.
Oh, that's so cute.
587 was tested there.
Your shit.
Aw, that's so adorable. I love it.
With the 91.
Yeah.
It's a cute little engine, yeah.
I love
The
this.
liner runs is actually kind of scenic.
I love it. It's beautiful.
It's pretty cool engine.
I like how they dressed the locomotive up in this picture, and aw, that's cute.
I mean, honestly, like, it is. Milk and Honey did like some cool things. Oh yeah.
But now it doesn't run in the award. I saw and I cry.
Oh yeah. Here you go, Mr. Falor. This. No. I want to copy the image, please, on the image address. Here you go.
That's adorable. There it is.
Oh wow! Oh shit! I've been there. Yeah.
It's so ungodly massive. 587 is fucking huge. I keep forgetting how big it is.
Yeah. So there's been that.
587.
Let's see. There has been. So you know what? Let's tell a story. Have you guys heard of the continued restoration buffoonery, which is New York Central 3001?
No.
No. Is it
Yes,
that
the guys
mohawk
run
in
it. Never mind.
Mexico?
Never mind.
Yeah. Now it's like up in like some museum in Ohio because of course.
It's at
Elkhart.
Elkhart. Yeah, Elkhart, Indiana, at the New York Central Road Museum.
All right, let me tell you guys a story. Would you guys like to hear this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's been some guy unaffiliated with the museum who's been trying unsuccessfully to restore it and run it on the main line via gambling.
Really? He's a gambler? That's his profession?
Yeah, no, he like every night he goes to the casino and like bets big, trying to win money for 3,001. And I'm like, neat, buddy, but like, good luck.
I kind of hate 3001